An Impact Wrestling champion is injured. We have the reason for an AEW champion's absence revealed. Plus, SmackDown stars have been added to WrestleMania, and a major WrestleMania match at that. It's all in the wrestling news right now. Some devastating news just hours away from Impact Wrestling Sacrifice taking place tonight on Impact Plus. What's happened, Andrew?
So last night, Impact tweeted, due to an injury, Mickie James will be unable to compete at Sacrifice. We will give an update and address the Knockouts World title situation tomorrow night at Sacrifice. And then Mickie addressed the injury on Twitter and said, I came all the way to Windsor to defend the Impact Wrestling Knockouts World Championship against Jordynne Grace at Sacrifice tomorrow night. Now, I can't do that, and I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry to let you all down. This was supposed to be a match of the year night. Injuries happen, frustrated, but I'll be fine. I certainly didn't come all this way to do a sold out to a sold out house to not see my hardcore Canada live. I will be at Impact Wrestling Sacrifice, and I will address my injury and the future of the Knockouts Championship then. Thank you.
Really tough break for Mickie James, who I think has been doing some excellent work as of late as the Knockouts champion. Great match against Marsha Slamovich. Great first time around with Jordynne Grace. One would have thought that maybe tonight would have been the night that Jordynne Grace might have even taken the belt back from Mickie James.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens, because she says, you know, she's coming out to address everything. I think we saw on Impact before the pay-per-view that's going to happen. I think there was an angle where I think it was Jordynne Grace accidentally speared Mickie James, and then I don't know where is she working or something? I don't know. Has this led to like some sort of her coming out and then something happening tonight? Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. Whatever it is, though, if it is legitimate as well, I really do wish Mickie James the best, because, as you said, she's doing some fantastic stuff at this period in her career. The
way that that's worded there, like address the Knockouts Championship situation, it does feel like that the belt's being vacated in some way.
Oh no!
That's to address the situation. It kind of gives a vibe. I'd love to be wrong. It does give the vibe that Mickie might be relinquishing the title.
Oh, not this way. Can't go this, but she'll come back stronger than ever.
She certainly will. I'll tell you who won't come back to Impact Wrestling: Taya Valkyrie. Well, Taya left Impact officially last night in the most Impact Wrestling way possible. If you've not been keeping up, when someone leaves Impact, when they get offered a job with the E or with AEW, Impact literally kills them off. Literally kills them off.
Never seen again.
Never seen again. And this happened last night. The Death Dolls were backstage looking for the Coven, who beat them for the tag titles last week. And Jessica Havoc found a casket. Taya Valkyrie steps in to kind of push her away from the casket. A mysterious hand comes through the casket, pulls Taya Valkyrie in, and the casket lid shuts. Jessica Havoc runs off to get help. And that is the end of Taya Valkyrie in Impact. Don't believe me? Ask Taya herself. She went onto her social media platforms to thank Impact Wrestling for the last 6 years, presumably like this.
She'd already scheduled it on the Twitter thing, so it came out after the fact. So she's
I thought she'd be in there like tweeting. In a casket, not fun, lol. She's a very heartfelt message from Taya Valkyrie, thanking Impact for the last 6 years, helping her rediscover herself when her confidence was knocked, sort of making a reference to her time as Frankie Monet in NXT. Yes. She came back and she sort of got back on her feet, and now she's off to play in AEW. She ended with saying, "It's not a goodbye, it's just a see you all down the road."
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, I wish her all the best. I believe her sights are set on a match with Jade Cargill.
Yes, they are at the moment, for the TBS Championship. Whether she's the one to do it remains to be seen.
I said this, and you'll hear this on the Cultaholic podcast later today. I don't think she is.
I don't think she is either, unfortunately.
No, but I think this is a strong notch for Jade Cargill.
Yes, definitely. My only worry is to keep the momentum going behind Jordynne Grace if she does lose to Jade. As with a lot of sort of people who get introduced into AEW and then are forced with having a title match against Jade Cargill and then come up short, and then sometimes the storylines can dwindle a little bit for them until they finally find their footing a little bit and booking finds something for them to do. However, Taya Valkyrie's an incredible talent. So I'm sure there'll be something for us to do within AEW.
For now, as we've said there, it'll be against Jade Cargill, the TBS champion. But what of the AEW Women's Champion? Missing, very conspicuous by her absence on Wednesday, was Jamie Hayter. Dave Meltzer gives us an update to say that the reason that we didn't see Jamie Hayter on AEW television recently is she's back in the UK. She's getting some visa stuff sorted, getting a visa renewed. There's a lot of faff that comes with working visas.
We've heard a lot of wrestlers recently sort of dealing with visa issues and everything too. I think Dragon Lee, before he joined NXT. Prior to that, when we were hearing about Tegan Knox had visa issues as well, before she could make a sort of main roster debut in WWE. It seems to be a troublesome little thing.
I think for anybody, visas in general are quite difficult. Won't lie, I very much enjoyed my trip away so much that I did a little trip away.
To where, Tom?
I went to Australia for a bit. Did I not tell you? After me and my best friend Adam Pacitti had a little kiss and a cuddle, and then I went off to Australia for a bit. And I must admit, I do like you. If you're watching in Australia, I do like it there. You got a nice place there. I may or may not have looked at visas, rental apartments, and how long it would take to get Pablo over.
Oh, bless him.
Fell quite in love with it. But yeah, so it's always a bit of a faff, and Jamie Hayter's going through something similar, and but she's expected to be back soon, but we don't have a set date yet. But I doubt they'll strip the belt. I don't. Dear Lord, they won't do that.
Please don't.
Sort of like interim title malarkey. Just let it breathe. It'll be fine. From the AEW World Women's Champion to the Ring of Honor World Champion, the main event for Supercard of Honor is etched in stone, isn't it, Andrew?
It certainly is. So on Ring of Honor TV last night, Claudio Castagnoli accepted a challenge from Eddie Kingston for the ROH World Championship. Now, obviously, we know that Kingston quit in quotation marks AEW at the start of the month and debuted on the first episode of the newly rebooted Ring of Honor TV to challenge Claudio.
It's a bit like quitting the deli and going to work in the technology department in a superstore.
They had an explosive sit-down interview last night, and it addressed all their previous issues. Obviously, we know these two have had history for years within the indies and everything too. It was there where Claudio officially accepted Eddie's challenge, calling Kingston the biggest waste of potential he's ever seen. What do we think of this? Do we think this could be potentially a way for Eddie to pick up the title, so then Claudio can do more on AEW TV with the Blackpool Combat Club and the stuff surrounding like the Dark Order and Hangman and everyone at this point?
I actually don't want Claudio to lose the Ring of Honor World title just yet.
No, me neither.
And I think Eddie's a great guy to potentially pick it up. I think there's a man that deserves a world title run of some kind, and if it won't be the AEW World title, why not the Ring of Honor World title?
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't think we do it first time round. I think we give these two a couple of matches, because I think the chemistry's going to be off the charts. I
agree. I feel like we've waited so long for a blow-off between these two as well, that I think we sort of stretch it out for a few matches at this point. And I always feel that Eddie is at his best when he's chasing a championship or chasing a like there's something, he just gets fired up, and the emotions always like show through his work when he does that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens anyway, regardless.
Supercard of Honor is a week today. As well as that, we'll see Vikingo defending his AAA Mega Championship against Commander.
Ooh, that's going to be tasty.
Tony Khan announcing that last night. Samoa Joe will defend the ROH TV title against Mark Briscoe. Briscoe forfeited the World Tag titles that he held with his late brother Jay. They will be given new homes in the Reach for the Sky ladder match. Lucha Brothers, Top Flight, The Kingdom, and Aussie Open competing in a 4-way ladder match. That's going to be fun.
That is going to be dead good. Ooh, Top Flight gonna do it. A Top Flight.
Do you think Top Flight?
I'm feeling Top Flight recently in this title picture. You know, I'm excited.
Intriguing. So that is heading into a busy WrestleMania week. Ring of Honor taking advantage of all eyes on the wrestling world with Supercard of Honor on the 31st. But let's talk about WrestleMania to end on it. A major match has some major new names added to it. It seems.
Ooh, indeed. So this comes from Worked Wrestling on Twitter. They said Rey Mysterio Mysterio won't be alone at WrestleMania. He'll have Legado del Fantasma in his corner. We've recently seen an alliance between Santos Escobar and Mysterio in the wake of Dominic Mysterio's betrayal. Joaquin Wilde, Cruz del Toro, and Zelina Vega will reportedly join Santos in Rey's corner to keep the Judgment Day at bay. So whilst nothing has been officially set, I don't think, for this match yet, it sounds like something will definitely be set within the next week or so.
I think we've talked about it previously on the news videos. I'm sure you got your own theory as well. I think this is going to be a match that might be added at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I feel like something's going to happen. I feel like something's going to happen at the Hall of Fame with Dom perhaps coming out and ruining it for Rey in some form, and then that leading to the match at WrestleMania. Yeah,
and then I think we'll see a bit where we have Dom come out with the Judgment Day surrounding Rey Mysterio, and then Legado del Fantasma come out to
that's
surround the ring, keep or chase them off.
I'm buzzing for this match. Genuinely, really, really excited to see what happens.
It is literally the most interesting Dom's ever been since he was put above a ladder in 2005.
Swinging there, hanging there, waiting for his papa.
Do you know how disappointed I was when I watched that match, and it wasn't that. It wasn't just Dominic strung up above a ladder.
I think we all were, Tom. Personally, I think we all were.
He was just at ringside looking sad. No one wants that in their lives.
They could have fit him in like a suitcase or something, couldn't they? Instead of the briefcase, have like a carry-on, a hold-all. Just squeeze him in there and hang him above the ring.
Can we have a picture of what that would look like? Sorry to add time to the news. That's what it looks like. Why was to do that? You're a coward for not doing that. We'll have more wrestling news throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Keys.
Love you, bye.